My name is Taimour Zaman from LionCredit.ai, and in this video I'm going to answer the question on why is it that not everybody is jumping into private placement programs and taking the benefit of the returns that are promised. Hi, I'm Taimour Zaman from LionCredit.ai. My organization provides capital for business owners who want to participate in private placement programs. We've got a fantastic program called Rent a Rich Uncle that helps you do that. We provide what I call emotional support. We're not brokers. We don't introduce clients to a private placement program. However, we do offer a diversification program. So if a client has a private placement program that they want to participate in, depending on the amount of capital they want to put up, we can introduce you a capital enhancement program, which is fairly unique. And then the final thing that we do is we do due diligence. We're bringing former FBI, CIA agents to do due diligence on the private placement platforms that our clients want to participate in. We provide access to lawyers, attorneys, like people who know what a private placement is all about. The video you're about to hear is one of our clients who retained us to go into a private placement program. Once we started to see what the returns are, we asked that client and the broker involved if we could have permission to introduce him to a capital enhancer, which is a very different program. And you're gonna hear from the client the big $1 million question, which is, why isn't everybody participating in this? I think hearing the answer could make a significant difference for you. I know when I heard about these programs, I was thinking to myself, how come my next door neighbors are not doing this? How come, everybody else on the planet's not doing this? And I think a lot of the questions this particular client of ours is asking is valid. And I think some of the answers you're getting is fantastic. And if what we provide is of value to you, I look forward to the opportunity of working with you.
Got it. Once we sign the contract, and with that, because there's a second little contract that I need to sign with that program director, correct?
Yeah, you will have the contract with the program director,
right,
to document the entire global contract on the SBLC transactions.
Correct. And that would be sometime next week. We should be able to receive that, you think?
Yeah, after submission, within 5 days, you will have that contract. Yes.
Okay. Got it. And then would that be any surprises from additional commissions I have to pay, right? That should do it, right?
There will be a conventional program compensation. I don't know exactly how they will structure it for you, but it will be written in black and white.
Okay, all right. I'm just hoping that this program doesn't burden the cash flow to me in such a way that it's not worth the effort, right? So,
no, it will be
generating a lot of cash, but if I get,
Mohammed, it will be consistent with the illustration that they provided already. If you remember the illustration that they provided?
Yeah. Oh, you mean the numerical charts that they provided?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, so I still need to digest that to see if that's in line with our expectations and everything else. So so hopefully there's no strange surprises and it's not wasting our time, right?
I don't think so. I think you will be they will be very accurate and very consistent with the illustration. You come in with 44 million and you will get 9 billion.
Right. I mean, it sounds like a great thing, right? And I just want to make sure that, and it's one question that I had is, this is a very obviously lucrative program, right? Not every investment has this type of return, and why are we not seeing other people with wealth who a lot wealthier than me jumping on this program? Can you explain a tiny bit about that?
Well,
Is
for one thing, it's a unique. For one thing, it's a unique arrangement. Secondly, they don't advertise it. Thirdly, it is by invitation only. These are the reasons.
I see. I see.
Look,
I
you
see.
will be
So not
talking
everybody gets
directly.
accepted this program. It's
Exactly, Mohammed. You will be talking directly to the man in charge, and they will answer a million questions.
right. Right.
If you're not happy,
Okay.
we
Okay. And
withdraw.
sure.
If
Sure.
you're not happy, we withdraw. It's that simple.
Right. 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 Yeah. I mean, it's to me. You know, I have my hesitations with any program. Some of these programs are too good to be true. Some of them are actually true. And private placement programs, some are very lucrative, assuming you're working with the correct trade desks, with the right people involved who have their mindset to establish a longer relationship, and it's not a hit and run. And a lot of these programs are hit and run, and you end up with holding the bag. And I've heard some horror stories, of course, but you know, I'm putting a lot of trust in you, David, and putting a lot of trust in Taimour that this does not end up in a disastrous situation for me, time-wise and financially, that it would encumber me. And missed opportunities in the market right now are, you know, tremendous. I could do a lot with this 50 million parked in other areas, and I've showed Taimour what my rate of return is. Just in 2 days, I think Taimour, you probably saw that, right?
Yeah.
So I make millions a day, right? So for this program to work for me, it needs to really be at the level that you mentioned, hoping that that's real. That's all.
Oh, absolutely. One thing I can tell you, this is not a PPP. This is not a private placement program.
Right.
There's a big
right.
difference.
Yeah,
Now,
I understand that.
if you want to think about a PPP, we have special relationship with a very influential company in this domain, and I'll give you a preview. Number 14 man on Forbes list is Mr. Dupont. He's
Correct.
got his own private program, and
Mhm.
we can take you into that program if you like, but they require 100 million.
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean, that's not a problem for me if I want to get to that level, but I would like to see
Yeah,
if we can start
I'm
accumulating.
not recommending it, Mohammed. I'm
Sure.
just
Sure.
saying if you want
Alternative.
to consider that, that's a different
Right.
option, right?
Of course. Of course. No, I really appreciate that. I think, and I just hope you appreciate the hesitancy that I have in any of these type of engagements, as I've seen people and in myself. I mean, luckily, I've been aware enough to pull myself back in areas where I would think that there's significant risk and lack of sincerity in terms of people involved and their intentions with my money. So I just hope you appreciate that level of, you know, not uncertainty that I have, right? So it's I'm very skeptic in many cases with what people tell me, and I would have, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But as we move forward, I would like to build that, you know, trust in our relationship and everything that's said. And there's nothing that speaks better than actions, right? Words are cheap, but actions are what really takes place and brings it on for me.
I totally agree with you. I 100% agree. You want to be very careful, very skeptical, and extremely sensitive to all the potential flaws in every arrangement.
Yeah, exactly. And to today, and this still, you know, remains to be proven. Till today, everybody has told me that, yeah, I can do this and do that for you, and I've gone down that path and I've pulled back. I've ended up making a lot more money on my own without any risk almost, and not having to have any hesitation as to what I do. And hopefully this time is different, right? Hopefully we have a degree of confidence that could be built and trust that could be generated between us, that we could do other programs with each other, and hopefully everybody wins. It's a win-win situation.
Very definitely. I look forward to it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So one of the questions people consistently ask me is, Taimour, how can line of credit.ai help me out? And the answer is in 3 ways. Number one, if you don't have never done a private placement program. If you're not successful at raising capital, if you don't know how to monetize a standby letter of credit, you never have had an institution issue a standby letter of credit, I highly recommend booking us for a one-on-one custom training for you and your organization. If you're a broker and you've never helped a client, kind of cross the line, or if you're a, end user customer like a business executive, and you've never participated in an SBLC monetization program or a private placement program, or you simply want to raise capital and you're not good with it, I highly recommend leveraging over 15 years of experience we have in raising capital, in knowing how to monetize standby letters of credit or issuing standby letters of credit, or simply participating in private placement programs. As part of a thank you in your one-on-one custom training, I give you a free copy of my book, Hypergrowth, How to Connect to Customers in New Ways, and I think you're gonna really enjoy it. The second way that we can help your organization move forward in some of your business objectives is simply provide you a line of credit or loan that financial institutions or brokers simply can't provide. We've got a couple of very unique programs, Rent a Rich Uncle or the Money Multiplier program, where we provide our assets or purchase courtesy deposits from financial institutions around the world to give you a customized tailored program that works for you and your business needs. And I think we have just a service that really nobody can match. In many cases, financial institutions look at our ratings, look at our credibility, our experience, and feel comfortable lending us millions of dollars that sometimes they don't feel comfortable giving to a small startup or a small business owner or even a gold mine owner. And so in that case, we take on the capital and resell it to the client and give them access to a large sums of capital that financial, traditional institutions or other brokers simply couldn't provide. And then a third way that we can help you out is if you're looking to liquidate some of your assets, like if you've got a standby letter of credit that you want to monetize, we can help take you into a private placement program, or we can help liquidate that standby letter of credit, or simply if you're looking for SBLC to be issued to you, we work with Tier A institutions to have that issued for you. My name is Taimour Zaman, and I look forward to the opportunity of working with you.